look at the main points of each technique. First technique, Adori, To Handhold. The main point is to apply a kote hineri and control the wrist.
The tori frees his right arm by bringing his elbow forward and strikes the uke's kasumi, temple, with the knife edge of his right hand. He then controls the uke with a kote hineri. Maintaining his hold, he steps back with his right foot and turns to the right to control the uke's right arm and twist the wrist. Let's take a closer look at how the tori shakes off the uke's left hand. He steps back with his left and brings his right elbow forward, using the leverage of the elbow to free his arm. And this is how the tori controls the uke's wrist. He clamps the uke's right arm under his left arm, holds the wrist with his left hand, fingers up, and twists the uke's wrist with his right hand.
Second technique, Hidari Eridori. Note how the tori twists the uke's right wrist in a kote hineri to control his right arm.
The tori extends the fingers of his right hand and strikes at the uke's eyes. He applies a kote hineri and puts his left hand on the uke's right elbow in yahazu, fingers up, and brings him face down on the mat and controls him with an ude hishigi tegatame.
Third technique, Migi Eridori, right lapel hold. The uke grabs the front of the tori's right lapel and attempts to pull him down. The tori, however, delivers an uppercut with his right fist and controls the uke's right wrist by applying a kotegaishi with his left hand to throw him forward.
The tori should deliver the uppercut as soon as the uke attempts to pull him down. The tori then quickly inserts his left thumb between the uke's little finger and third finger and supports his hold from underneath with his right hand. The uke should continue to hold the tori's lapel.
The tori should allow the uke to hold on to his lapel while controlling him. Fourth technique, Katate Dori, single hand hold.
The uke controls the tori's elbow with both hands and pushes him forward. The tori turns, kicks the uke's left knee and locks his elbow with an ude hishigi wakigatame. The uke steps forward with his left and grabs the tori's wrist with his right hand and elbow with his left. He then pushes the tori forward, stepping forward with his left foot, then left. The tori steps forward with his left and turns to kick the inside of the uke's left knee with his right foot.
The tori should grab the uke's right wrist from underneath with his right hand so that the thumb is facing inwards. Fifth technique, Ohshiro Eridori, Collar hold from behind. The tori controls the uke's right elbow with an ude hishigi ude gatame. The uke grabs the back of the tori's collar and steps back with his left foot to pull the tori down. The tori, however, pivots to the left and raises his left arm to protect his face, and with his right fist punches the uke in the solar plexus. He immediately clamps the uke's right wrist between his neck and shoulder and applies an ude hishigi ude gatame to control him.
The tori uses his left arm to protect himself and delivers a right punch into the uke's solar plexus. He then clamps the uke's right wrist between his neck and shoulder and applies an ude hishigi ude gatame to uke's right elbow to control him, supporting tori's own left hand with his right.
The uke, once he grabs the back of the tori's collar, should step back with his left foot and pull sharply. Sixth technique, Ohshiro Gmat, choke from behind. The tori twists his body and pulls the uke face down onto the mat and applies an ude hishigi tegatame to control him. As soon as the uke attempts a hadaka jime, the tori tucks in his chin and pulls down on the uke's right forearm with both hands to control the arm and twists his body to free himself. He then presses the uke's right elbow down to pull him down and controls him with an ude hishigi tegatame. The tori controls the uke's right arm with his right shoulder to slip free of the uke's right armpit. Seventh technique, Adori, seize and hold from behind.
The uke puts his arms around the tori in a bear hug. The tori immediately stomps on the uke's right instep with his right heel and frees himself by lowering his hips and pushing his elbows aside. He then pushes the uke's right elbow up to twist his arm and throws him to the right back corner.
The tori should grab the uke's right wrist from the top and bring his right forearm up against the uke's right elbow to twist his arm and throw him. After completing Adori, the uke and tori move on to the techniques against an unarmed attack from a distance. First technique, Naname Uchi, slanting strike.
The uke aims a blow at the tori's left temple. The tori evades the blow and throws the uke with an osoto otoshi. The uke aims at the tori's left temple. The tori evades the blow by parrying the uke's wrist with his left hand. He then delivers an uppercut with his right fist to throw the uke with a migi osoto otoshi. Be careful not to turn the throw into an osotogari. When executing the throw, the tori should place his right hand in yahasu, thumb to the left, on the uke's throat.
Second technique, Ango Tsuki, uppercut. The tori keeps his left arm extended as he throws the uke forward to the left.
The tori sweeps up with his right hand to deflect the uke's uppercut and grabs his right wrist, and then with his left hand pushes the uke's right elbow towards his face. The tori takes a big step forward with his left foot and throws the uke forward to the left.
Note how the tori locks the uke's right elbow. The tori grabs the uke's right wrist with his right hand and his elbow with his left hand, thumb down. The tori uses his right hand to twist the uke's right arm while using his left hand to push the uke's elbow toward his face. Third technique, Engleski, thrust punch to face. The uke steps forward and tries to punch the tori in the face with his left fist. The tori evades the blow and punches the uke's left side with his right fist, following with a hadakajime. When the uke signals defeat, the tori releases his hold and moves to the left. The uke falls back naturally and performs ukemi. Fourth technique, maegeri, front kick. The tori should twist the uke's ankle outwards while scooping his leg up and push him back until he falls.
The tori dodges the uke's kick and grabs the uke's ankle, pressing his right hand against the sole of the uke's foot to scoop the leg up so that he falls on his back.
The tori places his right hand on the sole of the uke's foot and twists the ankle outwards. By twisting the ankle outwards, the tori is able to gain more control over the uke. The fifth technique is Yoko, sidekick. Observe the timing of how the tori pulls the uke down on his back. The uke tries to kick the tori's right side. The tori deflects the kick with his right forearm and moves directly behind the uke. He then places both hands on the uke's shoulders and pulls him down on his back to the right. The tori seizes the uke's momentary loss of balance to pull him down. Note the timing carefully. From Yoko to the techniques against armed attack.